Beautiful. So I don't know if you have any other themes. There are some loose ideas that one could add. I mean, we mentioned authority, we mentioned disconnection. We could also say that this work is a beautiful way to detect when there are certain patterns, but not only looking at the symptomatic level or the pattern level of an organization or a family system, but also to look at the foundational part of it. In other words, this work really is about working at a foundational level and change the patterning at a foundational level so that the patterns don't occur in future. So in that sense, it's one of the modalities that I came across that works very deeply.
Yeah, organizations have patterns, teams have patterns, and when we don't understand the patterns, it makes it difficult for us. But the one thing I also want to look at is this work does not replace any other work. With other words, it does not replace the coaching that the coach needs to do. It just is an add-on tool, and the coach can use it when it is needed in different situations. So I did not give up my coaching tools by bringing in this work. I added this as a point of understanding. What it did do is my coaching programs became shorter. My whole way of coaching became slightly different. And my understanding of the world has changed. So I believe that my coaching approach has changed.
Exactly. I like the way you phrase it. I think family constellations or systemic work works complementary. It doesn't want to replace other forms of therapy or counseling or narrative psychology or phenomenology or any of those types of approaches, but it rather complements, it works with it.
And I think it's important to stress that, because I often have clients who only come for constellations and then they get stuck on certain things that still need to be worked with. Yes, we can do a whole lot of constellations, but I do believe that we need to work it in conjunction with other work. For me, that is really important.
Maybe
So,
you could,
yeah.
sorry. Maybe you just want to comment quickly on a few things that are in the field. And you have a beautiful way of summarizing things, especially now after COVID. A lot of people complain about anxiety and stress for whatever reasons. Do you think this way of working can also help with that?
Well, the thing is, we have built, so my thinking is that during COVID, a lot of the underlying fears have actually surfaced, and we need to look at them now. So the fears have come up for us to look at. If we now ignore those fears and we just push them under again, they go and they're just going to bubble and bubble and bubble and create havoc. So so for me, it is about, yay, let's look at the fears. It's time we look at what you have not looked at before COVID, because you didn't need to look at, because it just worked. We could push it aside. We could go around about things, and we now can't, because daily we are challenged with new thinking of. Right now, you and I started. We're having so many hours downtime as far as electricity supply is concerned. And what does it do? Oh, my work productivity is not as it should be. So what is it that I can use this time for that is additional, that is different, that is new, and that I have to incorporate as well? So we are living in times where we have to really, I like to say, dig deep and get out the nuggets that we don't know. Because the beauty about this work, we always talk about the negatives that we work with, but there's a lot of positive nuggets that also come out in this work. And so it is a time to, I would say, align that which doesn't work, but bring out the positives that does work and that we can do work.
Brilliant. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Leon.
Cool.
I think this has been awesome talking to you again. I love talking to you. And thank you for spending this time with me. And I'm going to invite people to bring their questions like, can I work with this? Can I work with this? And I think we need a lot of questions so that we can have another session where we can just talk to people about their questions. Thank
That
you
will
so
be
much for being with me today.
Yeah, thank you. That'll be wonderful. Thanks.
Awesome.